What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Scripted Legend, bringing you guys another YouTube video. This one on Stake. And Stake has been blowing up. This right here that I am showing you on your screen is a 24 or 15-minute chart breakdown. If we go over to PoolCoin, we will see the day breakdown. This is for every 24 hours. And right now, for these 24 hours, Stake is seeing last hour is or last day it saw $73,000 and they saw $30,000 as well. And ladies and gentlemen, there's been no changes as far as marketing pushes. There has been no marketing pushes, no big ones. Everything that has been going on is the same thing where they are releasing tweets. They're saying, hey, this is stake. Come, trying to get more people to learn about stake. And that is what I'm doing as well on my half is informing more people about stake. So when I state that, what am I stating? That a lot of people actually believe in stake because if this was a project that people were just looking for a quick buck out of, we would have saw like a couple other cryptocurrencies that I wanted to cover, but they never reached back to me. And Staked actually reached out to me to talk about them a while ago. This video is not sponsored, by the way, but we would have saw a red candle at the beginning. What we're seeing is incremental green candles, and it did not start off with 70,000 or 30,000. No, it actually started off with 2,000, 2,000, 6,000. One day it was just $600, and they stayed stagnant at the price level that they were at. And then the next day they saw 5,000, 11,000, 32,000, 72, 73,000. And someone actually bought an accumulative 20 $1,000 in one day. Their wallet is now at 9 trillion staked. And not only is their wallet at 10 trillion, 9 trillion staked, they're also ranked 8th as far as all the total wallets. And I think it's almost safe to say that they are the number one well. I am not sure and aware of who these wallets are. These could be team wallets, but I'm not aware of that. What I do know though is that someone bought $20,000 worth of stake, and they have been not did they did not do it in one buy, ladies and gentlemen. So that doesn't mean if you have $21,000 just sitting there that you do it all in one buy. And I am not stating that if you have $21,000 that you place it into stake. I'm just informing you on the news that has happened with this token. And the news is that this guy has bought incrementally. He bought 3 million in that a day in 20 hours ago, 44 hours ago. Then he bought 500 billion. He bought 500 billion 36 hours ago. 36 hours ago again. He bought 800 billion. Then he bought another 700 billion. Then he bought another 61.6 billion. And that was all 36 hours ago. 34 hours ago, he bought 19.3 or really $4 billion tokens. He's continuing to grow his bag because a lot of people believe that are in the state community that this token is going to break their A is going to break a zero and it can break another zero. And they believe that once this bullish pattern stops, that it's going to stop at a very good spot. It's not only going to give them a high amount of money or equity in this token. But here's the biggest thing that people are also looking at, or one of the big things that a lot of people are looking for. They're not just looking at the profit of their bag, they're looking at the size of their bag because staked is a token that provides rewards to their holders. They provide 4% of the transactions to the holders and of the buying action, and 8% of the selling action or selling transactions do happen or do get dispersed throughout all the holders. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean? What can you see as far as profit is concerned? Well, if we had $1 million day, that would lead to your wallet actually attaining. Well, matter of fact, let's be specific. If you held this wallet for the wallet that this bag holder, the staked holder has, in staked, you would earn on $1 million transaction day or trading volume day, you would receive $1,500. Roughly $1,500 is what you would accumulate, which is quite doable in the next bull run. If we're seeing $70,000 now, and we're seeing a lot of cryptocurrencies who used to average $1 million per day in previous bull runs, attain those $1 million type of days in trading volumes, or now sitting at 10,000, even some sitting at $3,500 in trading volume on a day average. If we can see a day, if you see a month of trading volume where it's at a million, or if this guy sees a month where we have $1 million in trading volume, his bag would be massive, y'all. All you have to do is do 1,500 times 30, and 1,500 times 30 is $45,000. You would make the average income 45,000 US dollars to be exact. You would make the average income of an American in a month that they make in a year. The average American makes $45,000 to $50,000 a year in US dollars. The if you held this bag, you would have made that much in a month. And that's if stake just stays at $1 million in trading volume. And that's not even the whole bottom line, because there's also the off-rep revenue. Then I believe this wallet and other wallets, other wells are thinking of and considering as well. That if I do have a bag that's this large, I don't even have to worry about the trading volume alone, because Staked is looking to have at least 1,000 to 2,000 clients on their platform. That's going to add on even extra revenue. So you would just multiply basically that number I already gave you by two. And that means $3,000 a day. That also means that is $90,000 that you will receive for the entire month. So what people make in 2 years, you would make in 1 month. And if the, that so let's backpedal a little bit, because I know some people are like, hey, I can't get that kind of bag, man. That's very expensive. That's very, very expensive. I understand completely. Let's drop the number down. Let's say 500 billion. Let's say you worked up your bag to 500 billion. Well, then how much would your rewards be? And I'm going with 500 billion because that's basically kind of roughly the average aggressive investor type of play, where everybody's trying to get to at least 100 billion, but the goal for a lot of people is really that 1 trillion. But if they can get to 500 billion, they're kind of restful at that point. But how much rewards can you receive with 500 billion tokens? Is it even still profitable? Well, it's not as profitable as the guy that has 9 trillion. But if you have 500 billion, you're still going to make $100 a day, which is going to lead to basically like 28,000. You're raking roughly $100. So you're going to be around the 9 to $30,000 for the for no 2,900 to the $3,000 revenue for the month area, which is not bad. That's not bad at all. You multiply that by 12. Let's do 33 times 12. That is going to be $36,000 at the end of the year. That's if ever, not ever, if stake stays at that $1 million mark for trading volume throughout the entire year. And there will be anomalies. There will probably definitely be anomalies where stake does get $55 million in trading volume in one day, or they receive $60 million in trading volume, or even 10 million. That would still be a great anomaly. If we could average that, that would be great. But I definitely believe in the next bull run, which will be in 2024 to 2025, we will see that kind of income. As far as what the sentiment is with staked and why it hasn't broken to zero, yeah, it's because some people are taking profits. Some people are nervous because they don't know when this bull run is going to end. There's other people that have not taken profits yet that are waiting. Hence, you see a bunch of whales who are just continuing on to increase their total bags, man. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing a lot of whales say, hey, I see what you guys are doing. I see what the small puppies are doing, and I'm cool with it because it is making me a lot more money. But for me, myself, and I'm going to keep increasing my bag because I love the team. I love the project. I love the idea. I love everything about it. the wallet right behind the 9 trillion wallet is still holding, and he bought more yesterday. He's been holding for 10 days, 26 days really, but 10 days, and he said, now with what it's doing right now, I'm going to increase my bag a little bit. So he bought 7 billion tokens more. Henceforth, that is the wallet, like I stated, that is right behind the number ninth wallet, meaning that's the number 10 wallet. Let's look at the number 11 wallet. Number 11 doing the exact same thing. He's not buying, he hasn't bought recently, but technically he has. He bought at launch. He bought 63 billion. He then bought 13 billion, continuing to increase their bag. Well, no, yeah, continuing to increase their bag. I believe he actually had those funds or those stake transferred into his account because he got involved at the seed sale. We look at the next wallet. Let's see what the next wallet did, guys, because I just want you guys to see what I'm saying. He also bought and is holding. A lot of whales are either buying more or holding the large sum bag that they already have, and don't have that maniacalistic motivation to continue to increase their bag. Just a couple days ago, we saw that if you had 750 billion tokens, that you was in the top 15. Well, now that is no longer the case. If you have that much, if you had even 500 billion, if you have even a trillion, you are not even in the top 30, my friend. You're not even in the top 30 of the wallets. So it just goes to show that there are people that are buying and increasing their bags. You can argue now, there's different perspectives and there's different ways to look at it. That these guys are increasing their bags to sell. You can also argue that these guys are increasing their bags to hold and make some massive revenue. One of the two things can be, both things can be true. There can be some whales that are looking for that revenue from the trading volume. You can also say that there are whales that are looking to sell at the most opportunistic time that they see available. We'll have to wait and see. This is just the news on Staked. It can go down today. It can go down right after I upload this video, right after I finish recording this video, or it could continue to go up, and it could just see a 30,000 buy candle. That's not true, or that I'm not going to throw that out there as if it's true, and that is factual. But that is something that we can, if we can play with the fact that a bunch of whales are going to sell, we can play with the fact that a bunch of whales are going to buy, especially seeing that the top whale has been slowly, incrementally increasing his bag and incrementally increasing it with a large sum of cash. I love you all. You have a blessed one and stay safe. You can even see that Gecko Terminal says that the current market state is a greed state. It is not a fear state. It is a greed state, which means a lot of people want to buy their bags, but also they could want to sell those bags as well really quickly. I love you all. Have a blessed one. Stay safe. Peace.